Hey guys, this is Ujjwal here from Tech Tabs, and I'm here to answer the question as to whether or not the iPad mini 2 or the iPad mini Retina display is still worth it in 2017. Um, as you can see here, I'm currently running the iPad mini 2 at 10.3.2. Yes, I did upgrade it to 10.3.3 and then I reverted it back to 10.3.2 just for the sake of convenience as to just to wait and see if there is any jailbreak going to be released for it, and if anything is wrong with 10.3.3, so at least I am in the safe zone right now. The thing is that when I first bought my iPad around 1.5 years back, it came running the iOS 8 iOS version, and I am yet to see that kind of polish and performance and also the battery life from any of the recent iOS releases. I've been through iOS 9.2.1 and from then on to all of the most recent iOS releases up to 10.3.3. I've also tried the iOS 11 beta on this iPad, but it really is a beta. It's very bad, and I would not recommend any of you owners of the iPad mini 2 to upgrade it to, or even iPad mini 3, because it has the same internals as the iPad mini 2. So if you get an iPad mini 2 running at iOS 8, I would suggest that you go for it. You just purchase it and you stay off from upgrading it. You take the opinions of those that have upgraded it to the recent iOS versions, and not upgrade it until you get a positive response from them. On iOS 10.3.2, the iPad runs okay, not to the levels of iOS 8 performance, but I did get some storage back by upgrading it to iOS 10.3.2. As you can see, I have 12.56 gigabytes free, and this is after almost no media on this, apart from some applications, which was earlier around 10.3 gigabytes or something on when I was on iOS 8. The thing is that as a media consumption device, if you watch a lot of YouTube, listen to music, and you play games, not very high end graphics ones, like Asphalt, I would suggest, does not run optimally on this. It does run pretty good, it is playable, but it does not run at the 60 FPS mark, which people would like to play it on. So it's good, but the thing is that I would still suggest you, if you can, just stretch your budget a little bit and go for the iPad mini 4, because it is a little bit more future proof. I mean, iOS 11 is going to be the last update that this iPad is going to be receiving, but with the iPad mini 4 you are going to be getting at least one more iteration of iOS when it comes out or is announced as whatever. Then comes the battery life, which is amazing. 1.5 years on, and I still get 10 hours of battery life, sometimes even more. It is due to good battery habits. I know I have a pretty good battery habits when it comes to my tech devices, but I would not suggest you to buy it, at least not the 16 gigabyte version at all. But if you care about the performance that you're getting from your tablet, if you're going to be gaming on it. However, if your consumption is more limited to watching YouTube videos, and watching movies on the tablet, listening to some music, browsing the internet and the social media sites, then I would suggest go for it. Buy the iPad mini 2, you won't regret it. And I guess that's all there is to say. I mean, the camera is pretty good, speakers are good quality, however not very loud. In fact, they are a little bit less they generate less volume than my iPhone 5s that I have, but yes, the quality is pretty good. mm, don't go for the 16 gigabyte model, and if you can, try and keep it on iOS 8 if you get one running it. That is my main takeaway, because the recent iOS releases are not really very polished. As you can see, there is quite some lag here, as you can see here. So yeah, there goes my little overview as to whether or not the iPad Mini 2 is worth it in 2017, and I guess I'll see you later. Thanks.